Following a series of large-scale Ukrainian strike operations, Russia has been left with almost no refined fuel available for export, as shipments of petrol and diesel have plummeted to levels not seen since the pandemic. According to Euromaidan Press, the Russian economy is now experiencing a systemic fuel shortage rather than a temporary disruption. Trains and tankers that once regularly transported refined fuel are now operating at a fraction of their previous volume, a decline that is becoming evident at gas stations, in shipping records, and across official reports. In September, daily rail shipments of crude oil and refined products dropped to around 3.69 million barrels per day, levels last observed in mid-2020 during the initial pandemic slump. This represents a more than 26% decline compared to Russia's 2024 average. Where once long rows of tank cars routinely filled terminals, now rail transport carries far smaller quantities, and much less fuel reaches export ports. The situation is no better at sea. Shipments of refined fuel by sea fell by roughly 17% in September after Ukrainian strikes forced several major refineries to suspend operations. As ports and shipping schedules became increasingly unreliable, insurers raised premiums or limited coverage, particularly for aging shadow fleet tankers with questionable documentation. This pushed traders to seek scarce and costly insurance or to use lower quality, state-insured vessels, both of which delayed deliveries and increased the cost per barrel, Euromaidan Press reported. Rising insurance and freight expenses have made many transactions unprofitable, resulting in an estimated loss of 153 million barrels and a revenue decline exceeding $12 billion in just 1 month. Roughly half of Russia's refineries have either been hit or forced to shut down due to repeated Ukrainian drone attacks, leaving a drastically reduced fuel supply for export. The remaining facilities are either located far from the front lines or operating at diminished capacity, struggling with shortages of spare parts and skilled technicians under sanctions. Many of the available repair crews have been redirected to damaged plants, further reducing output. This means that even the refineries still functioning cannot compensate for the lost production. Ukraine's growing arsenal of long-range strike weapons has played a decisive role in this outcome. Euromaidan Press notes that Ukraine's domestically produced FP-1 drones, capable of carrying 60 to 120 kilograms warheads and striking targets up to 1,600 kilometers away, account for around 60% of the attacks. Some reports also suggest that Ukraine may have deployed its new Flamingo cruise missiles in certain refinery strikes, potentially inflicting far greater destruction. When large fuel storage tanks are set ablaze or disabled, producers lose the ability to store or reroute supplies, leading to further export declines and worsening domestic shortages across Russia.